I have a 3-year-old quarter horse gelding. When I ride my youngster, if I go loose rein, she rides English, he is happy, but he sticks his head and nose so high up in the air that I'm afraid we're going to take off. This mostly happens when we're at a trot. What should I do?
You know, that's a real common thing for a lot of people that are just getting into horses, Justin, is that the horse is basically telling them through the tossing of the head, and when they try to kind of to go to a self-carriage with a looser rein, they haven't really built a trust between themselves and the horse. So a couple things I think she needs to definitely do before she even goes, any farther. Check her equipment. Look at the bit, is it fitting properly? Does the horse not have any mouth problems like a cut tongue or say an infected tooth or something like that? And have her vet check that out really good. Because if he's sore in his face there, that's just simple, good stewardship to take care of those things and fix that. But I think we need to go back to the question and take a look at it. And I've brought this little model horse out here. We've used it a lot in our graduate courses just to help people understand. And when that nose gets out and that head comes way up and this horse is resistant in the bridle, it is a scare. Because when his head is here, anything's liable to happen. Now he's got his back hollow, his whole body's stiff, and the horse is totally out of control. So, boy, this is as big as red light as you ever want. And so what she, first of all, even before she can go back to that self-carriage, is get the nose down, get the shoulders up a little bit, get the horse to break here in the pull and accept her hand. That's a real important term to understand. If the bit's right, the horse is happy there, he's licking and chewing, green lights, and he starts to accept her hand. Now she can break him in the pull or soften his pull, and now she can start to put him into kind of an athletic position to where, say, hey, if she's a barrel racer, now this horse can go from a 12-foot to a 6-foot stride. If she's a reiner and she wants to get ready to change leads and she needs this extreme shoulder lift and this collection, on a fairly light loose rein, once he's accepted her hands to do this and things are right, now she can start to make those lead changes. Same way if she's riding a hunter, he starts to relax. So this looser, lighter rein, resistance-free, is the absolute goal. But to get there, you've got to, again, to get him to accept your hands. Now, we do this a lot at a walk. We do it in our 12 steps to where we start to move their shoulders. But again, like pulling a carrot out of the ground, we learn to pick up, get a little bit of a feel, and that means contact. See, that real loose rein isn't perfection. We've got to get there. So like a young child being taught to accept our hand to walk across a busy traffic, a street in the city, we need to have a feel. And so that all starts with her horse accepting the bit and her hand. And then once she gets to the point to where he's broken the pull, he's softened his face, he can lift his shoulders. Now in her circles, she can start to loosen that rein and start to get a little lighter in conjunction in using her seat. And this all takes time. Boy, this doesn't happen in one day. It doesn't happen in just to change the bit. So she's got her work cut out for her. And boy, I would definitely suggest go back, work on the 12 steps and her legs and her hands, getting the horse to accept. Do it all through circles, and the next thing she knows is there's just good communication through resistance-free riding.